Charles Darwin in the 19th century postulated the species change over time. He called it natural selection. Only the fittest might survive. The population in the world can't grow endlessly, can't occupy the whole land, as Malthus said. That's why the species struggled to be able to win the battle among them, and it was mad. Charles's theory was based on observations. All finches have various shapes of beaks. The types of beaks reflect the adaptations to types of food the finches eat. The strongest birds with better beaks passed this characteristic to the child. The weakest bird without it could die. Charles Darwin realized the fittest will survive. The ancient scientists raised questions: where did the species come from and how did they descend? What ancestor did they have to be the first in natural game? It was the huge debate in science. Creationists insisted it was God. The scientists were looking at the fossils, described and classified them all. Charles Darwin formulated explanations the way all living things developed and survived. His interest in the nature's creatures was wakened by the famous botanist, who offered him the voyage on the Beagle, because Charles was a true naturalist. The ship was sailed from Mother England through the ocean coasts, and had to help to watch the plants and animals on land. He left medicine and church career to get a membership in best academies of world, because the nature puzzle was resolved.
Just arriving in the 19th century postulated the species change over time. He called the natural selection. Only the fittest might survive. The population in the world can grow endlessly, can occupy the whole land, as Malthus said. That's why the species struggle to be able to win the battle among them, and it was mad. Charles' theory was based on observations. All living finches have various shapes of beaks. The types of beaks reflect the adaptations to types of food the finches eat. The strongest birds with better beaks passed this characteristic to the child. The weakest bird without it could die. Charles Darwin realized the fittest will survive. The ancient scientists raised questions. Where did the species come from? How they did descend? What ancestor did they have to be the first in natural game? It was the huge debate in science. Creationists insisted it was God. The scientists were looking at the fossils, described and classified them all. Charles Darwin formulated explanations, the way all living things developed and survived. His interest in the nature creatures was wakened by the famous botanist who offered him the voyage on the Beagle, because Charles was a true naturalist. The ship was sailed from Mother England through the ocean coast and had to help to watch the plants and animals on land. He left medicine and church career to get a membership in best academies of world, because the nature puzzle was resolved.